Hello, hello. How are you? Our visionary entrepreneurs, life changers. Surprise, surprise. Today is totally a spontaneous. I just want to jump on the live, Facebook Live, and to share some great inspirations or epiphany moments I recently got. I definitely want to share with you. And today's topic is about the only thing. Okay, this only could decide your ultimate success and fulfillment. I've been in the coaching for 14 years. Coaching industry. I've been in happiness and then abundance coaching, right, for 14 years. I've been coaching my clients, my audience, like what's the number one, what's the most important things to decide people's success, right? We've been emphasizing like purpose and passions and your resources, right? Your opportunities and the timing, everything. But the more and more through all these years of learning, all these years of practice and also observation, I just found more and more this one single thing is standing out from all the others. And I find just like this thing, only this one will really decide your ultimate success and also fulfillment. And now when I deal with people, quickly, it's just like within a few rounds of interactions and observing of their behaviors and how they do things, how they say things, right? And then I could see if this person even can predict this person could really make the success or not. It's not what you think, right? You need to have a great purpose. Yes, it's true. It's great if you have a great purpose and you have the clarity on it and it help you fulfill better. And if you have a passion, right, you have an energy, that's also wonderful. But the truth is, I found so many, especially in the coaching industry, right? We have so many coaches, right? Life coaches, wellness coaches, spirituality coaches, all the kind of coaches. But few of them are really making that progress or success that they wish, even though they are super passionate, or even though they have a wonderful, great purpose and direction to go. But why they are not successful? And more I just found this fundamental thing, this great thing. And it's also, this is really a quest for every life, a quest for every life. Before you could help anyone, right, become super successful or fulfilled, this number one thing stand out. I would call it your mind power. Your mind power. Or in another word, actually this word I'm using it for my 2023 theme word, this annual theme word. It is self-mastery. Self-mastery. Initially, I think I heard about this from maybe Tony Robbins. I have quite many great mentors, right, including Tony Robbins, like Dean Grossassi, Brendan Burchard, Ed Manette, Russell Brunson, all those great names. There are quite some unfortunately, I found more, right? More males than women are more successful, and also because of that willpower. And they, willpower includes what? Including not, even though it's sometimes maybe people do not have a very a grand purpose or even passion, right? But that willpower will make even an ordinary person, like Dean Grossassi said, an underdog. Even make an underdog could make a success. If you have that willpower and you just simply want to live a better life, simply want to become successful, whatever you define as success. And this simple a willpower or the mind power, I found it's starting from your making decision, how you make a decision, right? And how you are determined to do things and to do things you want to do or fulfill or achieve the targets you want to achieve. Just some regular persons in this world, I just found even though they may not have a very big call to become such kind of big impactful person, if that person just simply want to change your life situation, wants to live a better life, right, want to make their life more meaningful, even that kind of a level of success, if they are have a strong willpower, I just found they could make success. Right, so many great successful stories in this world, especially in our entrepreneurship world. I observed so many, but of course, majority, right? Majority, over 95% of people, even though they have a great purpose, they found they have a great heart and meaning to help many other people, and also have passion to do their business, to like start a business, entrepreneurship, and help other people. But majority of them are still struggling and could not really reach where they want, even they want, right? Because that willpower, I found so many people are so weak on it. For example, from make decision, like I mentioned, right? And how determined to make things happen, how determined to achieve your targets and goals. And also the commitment, right? The commitment and the self-discipline muscle. Do you have that self-discipline? For example, manage your time properly and show up in time. For example, now get on the live. For example, challenge yourself with the courage, right? The courage. Challenge yourself. Do the things now instead of procrastinate. Instead of find all these kind of excuses, right? I met many like including coaches, entrepreneurs, like, oh, they want to really become successful. They really want to do business. They want to make money. They want to help many other people. But they've been saying it. But from their action and behavior, you could see how much commitment they have. And then you could find a majority of people find all these kind of excuses for themselves and also find excuses for others, right? So that's why they just like stuck somewhere, never really make a big milestone or break through their current status. And then also how resilient you are. Resilience. Through all these kind of ups and downs, can you still be there without giving up? Because especially entrepreneurship, right, it's like doomed. It's really doomed to be ups and downs. And also that's an interesting part. If you just directly get to be successful, will that journey still be very interesting? But it's just like nothing is just like without the price, right? Without a sacrifice, without commitment, without hard work, without all this kind of like a fully focused and laser focus and massive action, like Tony Robbins said, massive action. Nothing is that easy. Like, so don't be misled by so many like so-called gurus in the market. They say, oh, what kind of shortcuts they can get you to six-figure or seven-figure income and quickly with some easy ways and working only 2 or 3 hours every day, or even like keep taking all the kinds of vacations. There are so many kind of like I would say like misguiding or misleading information and teaching out there. But it's truly nothing is like you can easily just make success immediately. Especially if you want to make some meaningful success and deep meaning success, right? Profound success. That's really neat, and fulfillment about your personal fulfillment and your business fulfillment. It's really need that kind of a massive action and also hard work, but especially that only thing is really your willpower. How strong you have this mind power to make that decision, right? And fully determined, put your full commitment, 100% commitment, and also take 100% responsibility. And also like a self-discipline, be resistant and be persistent, right? Be persistent through the journey and never give up until, like Tony Robbins mentioned about Oprah Winfrey. She's trying trying all the things and everything till she make it, right? Till she make these things happen, or till she succeed. So that's like a principle of Oprah Winfrey. I'm so proud in our female world, I felt that we have some like a great role models, but majority is males. I'm just wondering sometimes it's because of like even biologically, most of men, because they are tougher, right, than women. And I think two big reasons. First one is like really like females biologically and also like historically, and also because of the social definition of our roles, we've been taking more responsibilities in families, right? That's definitely occupy most of our time, energy, things. So that's why, like realistically, we do not have that enough time or like energy, everything, to like be focused as men are doing on their businesses. And that's why that's like a really condition, right? Some limited condition for us. But another, I think, majority part is really decided by our willpower. And majority women, I would not like, my personally, I'm a female, right? So, but I just found majority of my audience and including my clients, I just found more male clients like make success quicker, easier, and they are more laser focused. They have a stronger willpower. and the majority of women, they are all tended to like be more softer to themselves and others, and also when they want to do something, but eventually they are so easy to shift and get distracted, and they could not laser focus, and also do not have that kind of strong willpower, and they always get handled and get all these kind of obstacles and not move as fast as even as me and like a coach expect them to them. And for example, they claim that they want to make big progress, they want to accelerate, they request me to accelerate, but in their action, in their behavior, they are actually under expectation, like from the pace they wish to make. So I just wondering, all these kind of observations and teaching, practicing, I just found that this is fundamental. Number one, your self-mastery, your mind power. That's the fundamental thing. This is the number one thing will decide your ultimate success and impact. So if you want to really succeed, right? The number one thing you should work on, like I'm making that my number one, my theme for this year is self-mastery. Really learn to improve. For example, I defined quite a few areas I want to improve my self-mastery, right? Including what? Like every day I'm now taking this challenge to read book every day for around 30 minutes, sometimes more than that, right? It's like my commitment. I've been doing that for today is like 34 days. Commitment. You need to keep doing it. I dare to challenge myself 365 days because I've done that before. And I know that once I put my mind there, fully committed, I will make it happen. So all of you there, especially our ladies, right? I would encourage you, and you can use my resources as well, my support as well, to hold you accountable. If you need like borrow some energy, right? Borrow some like accountability, and also borrow our like abundance mindset to support you. I know every one of us, we still have this challenge, including Tony Robbins, including Dean Gross, as those like masters in the world, right? Every day they're still keep working on their mindset, working on their mind power. I know Tony can like really dive from the hot shower to dive into the cold ice tub, right? I personally could not do that so far, but it's definitely not means like he's still keep challenging himself every day, and he's doing his priming every day. I'm doing my abundance meditation and activation every day. So I've been doing that years. So at least we are progressing. We'll make a progress, but everyone still has our space. No matter how great you are on this personal mastery journey, every one of us, no matter how great you are already or you're still far away, everyone we are on this journey and have always our space to improve, right? Always improve or keep improving ourselves. So this is our shared quest for our life. When you are thinking about your life's purpose, not just think about, oh, I will be successful, I will help many other people. First, help yourself. Self-mastery. This is the number one, our number one quest. I would say the number one mission and task for every life there, for every one of us. This is our number one quest. Before you could really master yourself, right? Of course, you can still at the same time help other people. As long as you are just like a few steps ahead of others, you can still help others. But never forget that your number one quest is really the mission is to keep developing yourself, improving yourself, and gaining the self-mastery muscle, and also your willpower, increase your willpower and become stronger and stronger. Have a better determination, have a full commitment and better commitment, right? Even though you have not 100%. I know that our humans are always will never be perfect, right? We can always have some like a weakness time, and also like our softness, right? And distractions and all these kind of things outside, and also self inside, right? Or also the inside obstacles and self-judgment, self sabotaging, and all these kind of things we can work on. We can keep working on. We could be this ongoing imperfect product of ourselves, right? And last night I was thinking about this year, the whole year, my theme. Initially I was thinking about user progress, but then I think the self-mastery is a better word to really define this year, my theme, my focus. Self-mastery every day to improve myself through different ways. Like I said, keep reading every day, and also keep doing the meditation, gratitude and visualization, gratitude, and to improve yourself. And there are many other ways, like including I need to discipline myself to sleep better, build up better eating exercises and sleeping habits. And also, I'm a mother of 2 kids, right? Teenager kids, challenging time. I need to also keep improving myself as a mom to improve my parenting and also become their best friends and encouraging their growth, right? That's my contribution to this world. I've been thinking about all my purpose, but the number one thing is really I need to master myself. Once you could become better and better person, all other aspects of your life will become much easier. I just found like I become a better mom because when I first meditate and have a better peace and have a better like a self-discipline, I become a better role model to my kids, and also keep learning to become a better communicator and especially a better listener to listen to kids. And now I'm so enjoy like my daughter, whatever she could not share with her friends, even her best friends in the school, she's now sharing with me. So that's such an honor because now I'm not judging, I'm not jump into like to give her advice as a coach, right? I'm being patiently listening to her and share her strugglings and things. Like sometimes she's taking me, Mom, I want to win to you. I said, okay, you can share whatever you want. But at the end, I always will remind her how to find some positive ending for whatever she want to win to me, right? As teenagers, we have so many dramas going on in the school or between the students. That's so funny. So when you can keep improving yourself, gain that muscles of your self-mastery, right? And increase the strength of your mind power, the more and more you will find every area, including like our entrepreneurs, right? In our families, relationships around people, and also our work, everyday work, you will find yourself be more committed. And by the way, for those, for time management, it's a big thing, right? I found so many people, they make an appointment, they did not show up. They register to a webinar or workshop, they did not show up. So many people, I just found the majority of them have such kind of a bad habits or did not have this basic self-discipline. And those are all great opportunities for you to increase your willpower muscle, your mind power, right? So for example, whenever you have something you want to attend, right? Take that immediate action. You either it's an event or whatever appointment, make that instead of just online, okay, make that on your cell phone, for example, on your Google Calendar. So I, as a busy mom, right, with 2 kids and 2 businesses, one in coaching, another one in the finance association, I never miss my appointment because I put everything on my calendar, different colors, different priorities, and I never miss that now. I admit that a few years ago I still missed maybe 1 or 2 occasionally through a whole year. But since then, after I become better and better managing my time calendar on my cell phone, I never miss anymore. And I now meet many other people, right? They register or they make appointment, but they miss. So here I just want to remind everyone, start with those small things. This is just like a build up your muscle, build up your habits, but everything is building your mind power and your self-mastery. How you can self-discipline yourself. For example, I need to self-discipline myself to remind myself how to do all this kind of, finish my work, and also finish my reading and cleaning the kitchen, everything, right, the house chores, and go to bed as early as possible. So I need to hold myself accountable on these things, and my full commitment to show up, to coach, and to share my content. For example, the content that I have 365 days challenge as well. Every day now it's almost like not challenge, it's my habit already. So every day I'm sharing great inspirations and knowledge and great momentum and also live events. Every day I've been sharing this to help, and all this need your discipline. Okay, so you can start at least 1 or 2 areas specifically in 2023 where you could be consistent and where you could improve your muscle. So I have quite a few, right? Exercises, sleeping, and by the way, eating side, I think I'm doing very well already, but I still could improve, right? Especially do not eat too late, and keep reading books, and also keep practicing every day, and especially for this live video, without hesitating, without script, just turn on the camera and go live when I get great inspirations. And all these kind of things you can increase your willpower muscle, okay, your mind power muscle, and increase yourself on your self-mastery. This is your number one quest. I just found more and more. This is super important. Only this will decide your ultimate success and fulfillment. All right, so that's my today's message. Oh, by the way, another one is also, like Tony Robbins said, guard your body and also guard like what you feed into your body, right? And also guard your mind. That's just like instead of just focusing on all these kind of positive things, right? And what you need to also be like increasing your muscle is on saying no, and how to exclude those negative energy, things not aligned with your purpose, with your passion, with your direction, with what you desire from life. Exclude that from your life as well. Okay, that's another also like your boundary. Build up your boundary. So many people do not have that kind of boundary. So many people, they just let all this kind of outside negativity, right? So self-mastery is not just like a focus on inside your self-strength, your positivity, right? Your determination, your commitment, your persistence, your resilience, but also how to say no to outside those negative influence, those energies, those not good resources. Maybe that they will either distract you or will drag you down. Okay, you need to say no to those things. That's a guard your mind as well. Okay, so and also relationship included, like how to guard your relationships and only keep, especially focus on. Of course, we cannot like fully exclude our family members, right? Some like negative relatives are out from totally out from our world. But at least we could guard our relationships and focusing on, okay, to put more positive and great relationship, great role models, great persons, successful ones into your life circle. Like Tony Robbins said, proximity. Like every day, I immerse myself into my role models, like those famous ones, right? Great ones. I told you with the great willpowers. I immerse myself in their circle. Listen to their podcast, listen to their like special YouTube channels, and also get into their challenges. I just finished the Unshakable Challenge with Tony Robbins last week. So you want to merge yourself in that kind of proximity, right? People with strong willpower, people made that success, made a meaningful impact and also fulfillment. All right, so that's for today's message, and it's still quite long, 2020. That's my another challenge, how to make the message shorter, but I hope you get a great inspiration from today. All right, we'll see you next time. Whenever I get a great aha moment, I will always challenge myself, jump onto the phone to share right away instead of wait. All right, so that's another good habit. Do it now, okay? Do it now and make it happen. See you next time. Well, have a wonderful day. Bye bye.